Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Welcome to another very special Christmas episode of Bottom of the Stream with Adam and Nick. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. Welcome back to Bottom of the Stream. It is that time of the week where we get you up to date with all the latest news in the world of streaming and movies.
It is indeed.
And probably have a bit of a chat.
Yeah, why not?
As well. How are you?
Shall we start the chatting?
Adam.
I'm very good, thank you. Yourself?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
It's going to happen anyway, isn't it? So
Yeah, even if you're not ready, it's coming.
Christmas will happen.
What is it, like 2 days away now, as if this episode releases?
Sure. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. It's flew around this year, isn't it? Don't you think it's come like really quick?
The year has just gone fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024.
2024 has gone in the blink of an eye.
Hardly knew you.
And
this is the last Bottom of the Stream of the year.
it is the last Bottom of the Stream with Adam and Nick of the 2024 era.
Yeah. I don't think it's an era.
It's not an era.
Just a trip.
Just a year. Yeah, this will come out on the 23rd. That should be today. The movie show will come out on Boxing Day.
Yes.
And then we're going to have a week off.
Yeah.
Because we're not recording Christmas week.
No way, man.
No way.
We're going to spend some time with our loved ones.
Yes. And then we'll be back in the new year. Almost ready for a new season.
Yes, we have to finish off
Season
11.
Yeah.
So we are coming to the end.
Get ready for season 12.
Yeah. And if you come back on Thursday,
Yes.
you will find us. And we are talking about Just Another Christmas.
Yeah.
It's our Christmas movie.
A
this
Brazilian Christmas movie.
year. Yeah, and I don't think we've been to Brazil
I don't think we have been to Brazil.
on this show.
Same. I agree.
So I'm excited.
It's our first trip to Brazil.
Yeah. For a bit of South American flavour.
Although the movie may be slightly familiar to us.
Well, I think we can
We'll discuss that
get
on
into
Thursday.
that.
We'll
on
definitely
Thursday.
discuss that on Thursday.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have you got any gossip?
Have I got any gossip? What have I done since last week? I saw Santa.
How was he?
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he ready?
Seemed to be.
Yeah.
He had quite a West Country accent, which
Oh,
I
really?
didn't realise.
Earphones have gone.
That's this hat.
It is the hat.
They must have been moving backwards without my knowledge.
So he had a West Country accent.
No, yes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. But there you go.
You all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not cutting that out. It was quite funny to watch.
That's fine. I was like, who's touching me? I've not given consent. Maybe it was the Christmas magic.
It may be. Maybe it was.
Yeah, he was fine.
Good.
Told him what I wanted for Christmas. So,
Excellent.
just,
Do you think you'll get what you wanted?
if no one wakes me up, yeah.
Nice.
So, how about you? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Nothing.
Okay, fine.
Nothing at all.
Rapping?
I've done some rapping,
Yeah.
not all rapping. There's gifts everywhere in this. Off camera, there's
Dropping some sick
chaos
beats.
again. But
Yeah,
there's stuff everywhere. But yeah, I feel like I've done something, but I can't remember what
That's
it
fine.
was.
Shall we begin with a question of the week?
Yes,
Okay.
we should.
We have got a movie theme to this
Okay,
week's question. So it's a would you rather.
right.
We like a would you rather.
We do. We love a would you rather.
Would you rather permanently lose your sense of smell
Okay.
or not ever be able to leave your house unless you are carrying a DVD copy of Paul Blart Mall Cop?
That's one of the most random things I've ever been asked.
Yeah.
Permanently lose my sense of smell,
Yeah.
or always have to be carrying a copy of Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah. Where otherwise you can't leave your house. It's like magic. So unless you've got that on you,
You can't carry it.
you can't
carry
leave your front door or back door.
it. Okay.
And I suppose you can interpret that a little bit how you want to.
Yeah.
Does it have to be in your hand?
Does it have to be in the case? Was going to be my first question.
It's a DVD copy of Paul Blart Mall Cop.
So
So,
do I
no,
just
not
need the
necessarily.
disc? Because the disc fits in the pocket easier
Yeah.
than a case.
That's still quite a big copy.
Yeah.
Pocket. I would say if the disc is broken, then it doesn't count.
Once I'm out of the house, can I just?
No, got to carry
I have to carry it with me
Yeah.
at all times. If I let go, it goes back in.
Yeah.
I go back
you,
to my
yeah,
house.
you get zoomed back.
Okay.
Now, I'm wondering, could you have it in a little pouch, like
Yeah.
a bum bag, or a shoulder bag?
Or a T-shirt with a see-through front on, so it
Oh, you
looks like
could
a cool
do.
design on a T-shirt.
Just wear the same thing. That's your out of the
That's
house
my outfit. Yeah.
outfit. Although you could have it in a vest and then it's just under your shirt for
Can I
work.
put it in a
or
bag?
whatever. As long as you're carrying the bag, I think that would be allowable.
Okay.
But you couldn't put it down.
I couldn't put the bag down.
No.
Okay.
Because then you're not carrying
So
it.
it just has to be on me. That would get quite annoying.
Yeah.
But then not being able to smell anything would also be annoying.
Yeah, but how often do you
Smell things?
yeah.
Quite often.
Yeah, but would you miss it?
Yeah, I think I would.
I suppose how would you know when your dinner's ready?
Yeah.
Well, there's other ways, but
the timer goes off. That's a tough one, Nick. I think I'm going DVD.
yeah, I think you'd adapt.
I think I'd have to adapt my DVD.
Would you buy loads of them just in case? Because surely there's.
I hadn't even thought about losing it.
There's only a limited supply of
Paul Blart
DVDs. And
have you seen Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Yeah, I have.
Me too.
Way back.
Yeah, when it first
I
came
don't
out.
think I've ever seen a sequel.
Is there a sequel?
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
don't
there's
even know
two.
there was a sequel.
Yeah.
I'm going DVD, I think.
Yeah.
I think the sense of losing any sense would be annoying.
Yeah. Like you say, I think you could adapt your clothing. You could have a little satchel.
Yeah. Just a big pocket.
How would you respond if people said, "What's in that bag?" If you don't mind me asking, would you just say, "I've got to carry this copy of Paul Blart Mall Cop,"
I'd
or
just
"I'll
be like,
disappear home"?
It's a DVD of Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah.
Obviously. As long as I can carry the DVD and not the disc case. I think the case would be more annoying.
But it's more protection. If you've got a little satchel, you may as well take it in the case, maybe.
Yeah,
I
true.
don't know. But I quite like your idea of having a little pocket.
Like a papoose.
Yeah, like on your undergarments or something.
Yeah, I think that's the only option. Losing sense.
You just have to have a cupboard full of copies of Paul Blart Mall Cop on DVD.
Just in case you lost it.
Yeah.
What if you lost? You can't lose it though, because if you lose it, you
Can't go out the house.
can't go out of the house.
Yeah.
But if you lose it while you're out of the house,
You
what
back
happens?
home. I think you just get zoomed back home.
But then you
You'd
can't go out and get another copy.
No.
You could order it off Amazon.
Well, yeah, you could, yeah. Or you'd have a tense wait on eBay if you.
I'm going to go on Amazon and have a look how much it costs.
Oh yes, let's do a live.
Live Amazon shop.
It's going to sound like a stupid
that's
question.
Prime Video.
Do they even still make DVDs?
That's also a great question.
And could you get it on Blu-ray? Because does that count as well?
Yeah, you said DVD.
Yeah, that's what the question said, DVD. So it did specify, you're right.
For £3.89 on DVD.
There's only 3 left in stock on Amazon. So you'd want all of that.
You'd want all of them. Why is this one £21.09? The German version is £21.
Nice.
It's actually cheaper on Blu-ray than it is on a DVD.
Yeah.
Would the German version count?
Is it a DVD copy of Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. It's got to be that. Bonus question.
Yeah.
If you could lose any of your senses, which one would it be?
I think it probably would be smell.
Yeah, I think it's the most dispensable.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to lose any, but I think it would be smell.
Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good question, that.
Yeah.
I like the randomness of just they're not connected.
No,
would you
not
rather
at all. Not at all.
Right.
Shall
we get on some Netflix news?
Yeah, let's do that. So, interesting week for men this week.
Interesting week for men.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of men news, which
Okay.
is a bit more random than you may think.
This is our man special.
Yeah. So, firstly, a man is returning.
Okay.
That man is the man from Man vs. Bee. You may know him as Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson.
Do you remember Netflix's Man vs. Bee from
I thought it was
the year
excellent.
before last?
Was it that long ago?
I think so.
I thought it was excellent. I really enjoyed it.
In which he had to house sit and did battle with a
bee.
A bee.
Yeah.
I stretched that over like
Few episodes.
6 episodes.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
It was really good though.
Well,
It
a
was fun.
sequel from the same creative and production team is coming to Netflix.
Okay.
And Rowan Atkinson will return as Trevor Bingley.
The same man.
Yeah, that was the character.
What's he going up against this time?
Man versus Baby.
Oh, okay.
After a disastrous experience house-sitting a high-tech mansion hampered by an inconvenient insect in Man vs. Bee, Trevor Bingley now finds himself looking after a luxurious London penthouse with another unlikely companion he didn't ask for.
Okay.
4 30-minute episodes. Production is underway already.
Wow.
So that will arrive next year on Netflix.
That's exciting because I did enjoy Man vs. Bee. So that's good. Rowan Atkinson's always good. Though,
yeah, Rowan Atkinson's not going out of money. Not getting out of bed for a small amount of money either, is he?
No, not at all.
So, yeah. He's going to go and lark about to doing that again.
Good.
Another man is returning to Netflix.
Okay.
And it is the man on the inside.
Right.
That being Ted Danson, as Netflix has confirmed that they have commissioned season 2 of the recently released, I want to say sitcom.
It is a sitcom.
Yeah. But it's a limited sitcom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there was like 8 episodes. I want to talk about it later because I've watched it.
Have you watched it all?
Yeah.
I've not gone back to it after I watched the first 2, I don't think.
And it will also return in 2025.
Okay, cool.
Michael Schur, series creator, said, "We are thrilled to make another season of A Man on the Inside, starring young up-and-comer Ted Danson." He stole my jokes. From our partners at Netflix and Universal TV to the writers, cast and crew, it is an exceptional team of talented and lovely people, with one notable exception, Ted Danson, who's kind of a nightmare.
I like this.
Very nice.
Do you think he is?
What, a nightmare?
Yeah.
No, I think he's
lovely.
absolutely lovely. I saw an interview with Ted Danson a few weeks ago. He was talking about Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
And how, because I think he was a guest in the first series.
Right.
And I think him and his wife came back because he's been in it sort of 20 episodes over the life of it. And it was quite interesting because he said he didn't get it. And like, he didn't know Larry David before he was like first cast in it. And obviously they became great friends. And he said it was his wife, Mary Steenburgen, and he was like, "This is brilliant. We've got to keep going."
Okay.
And Ted Danson didn't
get it
till later on. He was like, "Why is this funny? What's?"
Wow.
Yeah,
that is really interesting.
Yeah.
I've got an interesting Ted Danson related fact.
Okay.
I saw an image the other day of the cast of Cheers when it started.
Yeah.
And me and you are older than every single member of that cast.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Including like Norm and Cliff. And all of those guys who were like old men.
Not the coach.
Yeah. No, not the coach. He was like in his 50s.
People looked older then, though,
didn't they? It's great. Do you know how old Kelsey Grammer was when Cheers started?
20s.
29.
Yeah. He's never looked 29.
No. And like Norm and Cliff and all those guys, they were like 30 something.
Yeah.
It blew my mind.
But it's true, like, my grandma, God rest her soul, she always looked like a little old lady.
Yeah.
Even when she was probably late 40s. And like, my mum is now
older than she was.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't look old.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think it's smoking? Do you think it's like the
maybe partially, but I think it's like fashion and like the blue rinse and the little perms and the trousers, the little skirt and.
I think it's the smoking and drinking has gone out of fashion in recent years and made us all look younger.
Maybe helps.
Yeah.
But,
that image blew my mind, and I was like, I can't believe those guys were only in their 30s when they were making that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But then it does. I suppose
even like Carla.
Yeah.
She looked like a little old lady for her entire life.
Yeah.
Still does.
Maybe it does sometimes work the other way though, because we'll sometimes be walking around and I'll say hello to my wife. Go, "Who's that?" And I'll go, "Oh, they were in my year at school," and she'll be like, "When did you go to school? 1950s."
Yeah, true. Yeah, some of
I think generally
some of our generation
people
have an age roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People look
younger than
I feel like that's correct.
100%, definitely.
I got some more stories.
Go on.
About some men later, but
I love men stories.
Very shortly actually, but there's a couple more Netflix stories to go
That's
first.
what we're here for ultimately.
And news from Deadline that the Duffer Brothers, obviously the guys behind Stranger Things, which propelled them to superstardom, and they're busy putting the finishing touches to the final season of that, have they've got an exclusive deal, their production company, with Netflix, as you would expect.
Yeah.
And they have signed up to produce. They're not show running it, so a bit more hands off, but they will produce a new show for Netflix. It is a horror drama.
Right.
And is going to be called Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen.
Oh, I like that. Foreboding title.
Yes. And It is described as an atmospheric horror series set at a wedding. It follows a bride and groom in the week leading up to their ill-fated nuptials.
Okay.
That's not a spoiler. Just read the title.
Fair.
And starring as the aforementioned bride and groom will be Camilla Morrone, who is most known for Daisy Jones and the Six, which is quite a big Netflix hit. And Adam DeMarco from The White Lotus.
Okay.
Yeah. Upside Down Pictures will produce, as I mentioned.
Right. Would you describe Stranger Things as a drama horror?
I think more so last series.
More so recently than it was at the beginning, but I think that's part of the genre.
I mean, it still was the first series, but it had... would you say it relied more on that sort of 80s-ness?
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely more so than...
I mean, you wouldn't want your kids watching. It's sort of, people say, oh, Stranger Things is a kids show, but you wouldn't want your kids watching it, would you? It's
not young
pretty
kids.
grim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they
cool.
Duffer Brothers conveyor
I
belt
like the sound
continues.
of that. Like,
yeah.
Foreboding.
It's quite good.
Wedding.
Yeah, it's quite a good just couple of line tease, isn't it? It's intriguing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Netflix has also announced a new sports documentary.
Okay. They love a sports documentary.
They certainly do. And this will follow recently retired tennis player Rafael Nadal.
All right.
He has signed up for a whole series with Netflix. He was one of the guys who played the Netflix Slam a couple of years ago, which was one of their, well, maybe only last year actually, their one of their live test events.
Was it not earlier this year?
It might have even been. We've already said this year has gone strange. The series will spotlight his career as well as his life off the court, showcasing never-before-seen material from his personal archive and featuring full access with the star, his family, and his close circle of coaches and advisors, including his mission to come back to competitive play in the 2024 season after sitting out much of 2023 due to injury. Okay. I presume it will sort of follow his journey up into including his recent retirement.
Yeah, that sounds good.
He used to be a proper pin-up, that guy, didn't
he? Yeah, he really did.
Actually, him and, like, in their prime, I'd know nothing about, like, the sporting side of this, but him and Federer, they're two good-looking guys.
They were. Yeah. I saw them when the Olympics was in the UK.
Yeah.
They played at Wimbledon.
Yes.
They did the Olympics tennis at Wimbledon, and I saw those face each other.
Oh, did you? Yeah,
at Wimbledon.
I think I knew that. I forgot.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I think it was at that time the longest match on centre court history.
Oh, wow.
Because it went on for hours.
Yeah.
They kept getting to tie breaks and it was going on for ages.
Amazing. Was it for a medal?
Yeah, I think it was. I can't remember, but I think it was. I think it was the two finals because the women came on afterwards. It was one of the Williams sisters.
My wife worked at the Olympics for
she did
1 week of it in the village, and I remember taking her down, dropping her off, and stayed with her the first couple of nights. And we were just walking around the area where, East London, and you just be in like a shop, and I think we were in like a Nike shop or something, and the Chinese basketball team came in. It was amazing.
Huge, big Chinese people walked past you.
That was awesome.
Oh, cool. Did you get to see any events?
Not down there, yes, but I saw some of the football.
I saw some of the football in Coventry.
Yeah,
they did a couple of matches there, I think.
And yeah, just generally hung around the Olympic Stadium for a bit there. Yeah.
Excuse our reminiscing.
My wife saw Boris Johnson, who was mayor of London at the time, and then it wasn't. And then, there's nothing to be proud of. She didn't throw anything at him.
Shame.
Anyway, he wasn't competing. Right, more men. So
okay, cool. Back to men.
2 other men, 2 old men, will not be returning.
Oh, okay.
And the old men in question are Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow, because it has been confirmed that FX has opted not to renew even The Old Man for a 3rd season.
Oh, really? Okay.
It will not be coming
for a 3rd
back.
season?
Yes.
Was there a 2nd season?
Yes.
I have not watched the 2nd season.
You can find that on Disney+.
Okay.
What I didn't realise about this show,
yeah,
I've only watched the 1st season also.
I didn't know there was a 2nd.
Is that the first season started filming in 2019,
Wow, really?
pre-COVID.
Was it delayed because of COVID?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, so it had apparently it had 3 episodes left to film when it shut down for that.
Okay.
And then it also then was delayed in coming back because Jeff Bridges was undergoing treatment for cancer.
Right.
So it had a huge gap in the filming of it from when the first season was actually released. And then the second season was underway filming, and that was interrupted by all the strikes.
Oh, wow. It's been a very unlucky show.
Yeah, so I was quite shocked when I heard this. Yeah, so they've been working on this for 5 years.
But there's only been 2 seasons.
2 8-episode seasons.
Wow. No wonder they've cancelled it. It's cursed.
15 episodes in 5 years.
Okay. Wow.
Apparently. The executive producer Warren Littlefield said, "We made 15 episodes in 5 years. What a crazy journey it's been. I've loved everyone involved with the show. It's just not going to happen. It's not coming back."
I remember really enjoying the first season of that.
Same.
And I'd completely forgotten it existed till you just brought it up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check out.
Yes, on Disney Plus. You can go
I will
find it.
go and find it.
Over here. So cool.
Cool.
Right. That's the end of the Netflix news.
Okay, cool.
Something for the grown-ups now.
Right.
We're going to talk about a blue movie.
Oh,
Because,
this is a first.
and this is big news, coming to cinemas in 2027
2027. I think I know where we're going with this.
is Bluey the movie.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where we were going with this. Bluey the movie.
Yeah.
2027.
Sure.
Okay.
It's 2025 in a week.
True. That's still 3 years.
Yes. The official Bluey Twitter account announced that it's happening, a co-production between BBC Studios, Disney, and ABC TV in Australia. A feature-length film will arrive in 2027.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting. I hear Bluey's really good. A lot of people tell me Bluey's really good.
Right, what we're going to do,
Okay.
one time, I don't know if we might have time tonight, we'll just, because they're 5 minutes long,
Yeah.
I'll just show you a
Just
couple of
watch an
episodes of Bluey and see what your
Okay.
reaction is.
Deal.
Yeah. I mean, there's 154 to choose from, so
Oh, wow.
generally it's amazing. We'll do that. We'll do that one day.
Okay.
I'll choose one, and we can maybe get your reaction. So that's very exciting. Very exciting.
That is very exciting.
Also exciting. This is boy news, not man news.
Boy news.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of men now, but they're going to play boys.
Right. Okay.
And that is the reunion, potentially, of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Right.
Because Ryan Reynolds has revealed this week that he is working on a second draft of a script that would potentially reunite him with Hugh Jackman.
Right.
And indeed, potentially with Sean Levy to direct.
Right. Okay.
Or at least produce. And that is their movie Boy Band.
Right. I wonder where you were going with that. I was like, those are definitely not boys.
So he was asked in an interview what the plans were for Deadpool and what happens next, which he didn't really answer because I think that's probably all up in the air or very top secret.
Very top secret. Yeah.
And but he did talk about Boy Band, a long gestating movie, according to Empire magazine, which would see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman play a pair of former boy band members who reunite in their middle age.
But I take that.
Yeah, Reynolds said.
Only like 2 of them left now,
Reynolds said, "I'm on the second draft. The first draft was incredible and written by one of my favourite writers, Jesse Andrews, who wrote Me and Earl and the Dying Girl."
Okay.
And he says, "Sean, Hugh and I are open to creative ways to make this movie at an absolute bargain price."
Right.
So there's his pitch there.
Okay.
He said, "A lot of members of boy bands have managers who left them high and dry. They experience different levels of fame for which it would be difficult for anyone to navigate, let alone an adolescent. This would be about people in their 40s and 50s trying to get their lives back."
Okay. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Could fill it with cameos, couldn't you?
Yeah, you'd have to. Wouldn't
You
you?
could absolutely
Stack it.
stuff it.
Everybody wants to work with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Get another one of his footballers in there.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Okay, last piece of news.
Okay.
I'm kind of surprised we're getting another product on this theme because Amazon MGM Studios have announced, so potentially for Prime Video, that they are currently developing One. What do you think One's about?
One?
It's a show, a TV show, a drama series.
Oh, I don't know.
And that they attached to star in it is Felicity Jones.
Okay.
One would be a drama series set in the world of Formula One racing.
Oh, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah,
At the
we
minute.
got that Brad Pitt movie that
Yeah.
he's been making for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't need a show as well. There's not that many driving nerds out there, surely.
I wouldn't have thought so. Who cares? Driving around in circles.
Variety understands that One would be Formula One's first officially sanctioned scripted series.
Right.
So they're on board with it.
Has there been any unofficial
I
one?
think they are on the Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah, I think they are.
Because he's been
But there's
filming at all the races.
Yeah, yes.
It will apparently focus on a failing family-owned racing team led by Felicity Jones's character, as the team contends with fierce personalities, ever-changing rivals, and multi-million-dollar stakes.
Sounds shit.
Bedrock Entertainment is the production company working in association, apparently, with ITV Studios America.
Oh, so it will be shit.
Um,
Okay.
I don't know if it's Amazon money,
Yeah, true.
but is that really? Do we need it?
Nobody likes F1. Nobody
Is it
with a
because
life
there's
likes
no
F1.
drive? It's Netflix's fault because
Yeah.
of Drive to Survive.
Hmm.
I think, again, me knowing nothing about sport, my perception is there's more interest in the Drive to Survive, fly on the wall, behind the scenes stuff than the actual sport
100%.
and racing of like who drives their little car around fastest.
Yeah. Just driving circles. Boring. Nerds. Get a life.
We'll see if it happens. That's all the news, but we will be back,
Oh,
won't we?
tease. We
a
will.
bit later on in the episode
We've got some lists.
because we want to explore some lists.
We've got some lists.
Because it's coming up to the end of the year,
Yep, we need some end of year lists.
so we'll talk about that.
Before we move on,
Okay.
you know the plant next to you?
Yeah.
It's covered in fairy lights,
Yeah.
but the camera's not picking any of them up because the leaves are blocking every single one of them. And you just spin it slightly
Let's try.
and then see if we can get some on camera. Because I put, there we go.
How's that?
That's better. The plant looks worse, but the lights look good. I put some effort into making this
Yeah, I know.
place look Christmassy, and it
The-
doesn't.
The plant's all on one side.
I know. Yeah, it's.
We need to.
I don't think it's the healthiest plant I've got in the house, if I'm honest.
We need to.
It might need repotting.
Yeah, maybe we can
It's
just
quite big.
tease it in the other direction a bit.
Yeah. I'll work on it over Christmas.
Okay, fine.
Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've watched a couple of things.
Me too.
So we'll start with the aforementioned Man on the Inside.
Okay. What did you think of this?
I really
'Cause-
liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, but I watched it in like 2 nights and just went with it.
Just went straight through.
Yeah.
So I've only seen the first 2 and I haven't gone back, but I feel like I did enjoy the first 2.
Yeah.
So I feel like I do need to go back to it.
I just thought. I saw the trailer so many times.
Yeah.
I was like,
It
I
was
don't know.
everywhere.
And then it was like, oh, well, let's give the first couple a go. And it is quite charming.
Yeah.
And Ted Danson does nail
He's really good, isn't he?
those first couple of episodes where he's like, trying to work out how to surreptitiously
Yeah. That's the way I
photograph
got to.
people, and the story's strong enough to sustain. I don't think it would have needed any more episodes. I think it's a rare example of. I know Dan Sher, who's behind The Good Place.
Yeah.
Has got a good track record of that, but it knew when to quit. Like that story was fine in the whatever it was, 8 episodes.
But
Seven
it's
or 8
coming back
episodes.
now for another series.
Yes. So it'll be
So
another
I
case.
presume another case.
Yeah. And I will say, though, that I do feel it owes a lot. And obviously, we said this about the movie we watched last week.
Yeah.
It owes a lot to the fact Only Murders in the Building exists.
Yes, I think you're right.
Because it's that show, but in an old people's home. And Ted Danson is of that same
Yeah.
similar,
You could imagine him
similar age
You can imagine that
brackets.
character in Only Murders in the
100%,
Building,
yeah.
played by Ted Danson.
Yeah. So I think that is. I wonder if that was the pitch.
Are we in a new era
To
of
Netflix.
shows inspired by Only Murders in the Building, do you think?
I think
So we're going to get a lot of these now.
I think it's an easy-ish cheap
Yeah.
for, no, look at all those people who are in Only Murders in the Building. They just want to be in it.
Yeah.
They're not, Meryl Streep and Paul Rudd aren't taking home their usual salary to be in that. No one is.
way.
And I think, I can see that was the pitch to Netflix with this. It's Only Murders in the Building, but in an old people's home with Ted Danson.
By the same people who'd made The Good Place.
Exactly. I think it's a fine line with that show, with the man inside, because it also feels like you've seen this episode on a number of like comedy, sitcom, or more comedic procedurals, like something like Psych,
Yes,
or Monk. Like they've got an episode where exactly this happens, but this is stretched out into a bit more. Yeah, one of them has to go undercover in an old people's home to find out who stole the necklace. But it's well done.
Good.
And it's, I can see why it's been renewed.
I'll finish it off over Christmas.
It'll do big numbers.
Yeah.
It's likeable.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good.
So watch that. And then I have also watched a bit of extra bonus news.
Okay.
What is now Netflix's biggest movie of the year.
Oh, really?
In terms of numbers of hours watched.
Okay.
Carry On.
I also watched Carry On at the weekend.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Can I first say, before we get into Carry On,
yeah,
we've seen so often on Bottom of the Stream where movies are renamed for different territories.
Yes.
Why wasn't this renamed for the UK?
Feels like it should be renamed for the UK. Because my dad was like, I'm watching another Carry On movie.
Yeah.
That's not what it is. We don't call it Carry On over
No.
here.
It's hand luggage.
You can't call it show hand luggage.
No, you can't. Check in.
Check in, yeah. TSA.
Bag
anything.
drop.
Yeah, it's a terrible name. Even in the States, it's a terrible name.
Yeah.
It's a good film.
It feels like a film they don't make anymore. In that
it
it is a reasonably cheap, but I don't mean it looks cheap, but just sort of a 2-hour slick thriller.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing that Harrison Ford made in the 90s. And I really enjoyed it. Just as a throwaway, couple of hours,
leave your brain
entertaining.
at the door.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too much because it's full of plot holes. But don't think about it.
Full. Yeah.
But just leave your brain at the door. Go in and enjoy it. Have some fun. It's
Yeah.
a Saturday night Pizza and a Magnum movie. The epitome of that.
And it's pretty well cast. I think
Yeah, it is.
Taron Egerton just about can carry it.
His American accent.
It's all right.
It's okay.
It's passable.
It took me a while
it's
to get
passable
used to
for the
it.
film it's in.
Took me a minute to get used to it, but once I was in, I was in.
And Jason Bateman's all right.
I
He's a
thought he
bad
was
guy
good.
as well.
I thought he was good as a bad guy.
And
He stole it a
they
little
keep
bit.
him in the shadows a lot.
Yeah.
And that's probably better.
It's more of
because-
his voice than his acting.
Yeah. He's going into that cragginess, isn't he?
Mm.
From
I think
going
he's
away
like-
from his good
he's-
looks into his
He's becoming
craggy good looks.
he's becoming the American Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
It's like moving into more darker characters and getting more craggy and better looking as he gets older.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
I did as well. I'd recommend it. I thought it was fun. It's a good, just sit down over Christmas, put your elasticated shorts on.
Is this a sort of movie Netflix should make?
Yep.
Rather than trying to get into like the huge
This is the sort of movie they're good at making.
special effects.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but then they made Red Notice, and that was like, they tried to do the similar sort of thing.
But Redneck, that's a terrible script with,
Yeah, it is.
that's not fun and it takes itself too seriously. And this is
But it's tried to be like a...
on the
brainless
right
thriller,
side of
didn't
that.
it?
That's on the wrong
Yeah.
side of that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I didn't realise it'd become the biggest
Yeah.
film of the year. That's good news.
I think it's 94 million
Wow.
hours, I want to say.
Okay.
I'm going from memory here. But I think it's the most watched new film this year on Netflix.
Cool.
So late.
I'd recommend
entry.
it. If you're just going to sit over Christmas in your pants one afternoon,
Yeah.
stick it on. You'll have a fun time of it.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
Cool. That's
Cool.
it for me, I think.
Cool. On Saturday, I watched Red One.
Okay.
The after we gave The Rock a bit of a kick in
I'm
the last
really
week's
interested
episode.
to see what you
Where I was like,
what you thought of it. In fact, my wife, just before I came out, sorry to cut across you, said, because her and my children were trying to work out what Christmas film they wanted to watch.
yeah.
And my wife said, "Oh, we're not watching Red One because I want to watch that with you." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
So we gave
what-
The Rock a bit of a kick in on last week's episode.
Yeah,
And then
that guy.
This guy.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody who I work with. Not everybody, just Dan. Thanks, Dan. We gave him a bit of a kick in on last week's show, so I was like, I'm going to watch this because I'd heard bad things about it. I'd heard it's too long. I'd heard it's not very entertaining. So I thought, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to make my own opinion on it. And I thought it was okay.
Okay.
It is too long. You could cut about half an hour. It's nearly 2.5 hours long. It's
Too long. That is too long.
too long for a Christmas film. It's too long for a film with a rock in. But as a Christmas film, it's okay. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's never boring. The story's good. You just trim it down a little bit. You've got a decent little Christmas movie.
What's The Rock like?
It plays The Rock, doesn't it? He just plays The Rock. He's not got a grubby white t-shirt on, but he's got a red jumpsuit on. So The Rock plays Santa's bodyguard.
Yeah.
And it's his last day before he retires. And Santa gets kidnapped. And then he has to try and figure out who kidnapped them and get him back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the premise. And he meets other Christmas characters, like he meets Krampus. He meets Julia with her 11 naughty children who are Norwegian things. And he's just trying to get Santa back, and then Christmas happens and he saves the day. And that's what The Rock does in all of his movies.
All I'm going to say is that movie cost $250 million.
Yes, and 50 million of that was for The Rock. He got paid more for that movie than any other actor's ever been paid for any other movie.
Wow.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Like more than Robert Downey Jr. for Endgame, more than anybody for anything else.
As an
upfront, a fifth of the budget went on The Rock.
Yeah.
So it's a $200 million movie. And you see every penny of it, to be fair. It looks slick. It looks pretty. It's nice. J.K. Simmons is great as Santa. Doesn't get a lot to do because he gets kidnapped and then he's just unconscious. But as a Christmas movie, it is fine. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. It's not like I'm going to watch it.
It's not going to be a Christmas classic.
It's not going to be a Christmas classic, but I thought it was fine. I thought it was absolutely fine.
Okay.
And then the only other thing I've watched this week is I watched the only first episode's out, of Dexter Original Sin.
All right, yes.
This is the prequel series to Dexter that's
Sure.
just come out. I thought this was fantastic.
Oh, really?
Yes. I thought it's a real nice... It had to tread a real fine line of not being cheesy, because you've got all the same characters that you know and love from Dexter,
Yep.
played by different actors
Yep.
who are younger,
Yeah.
because it's set in the 90s. So, and it had to tread that line of like, you've got to be really careful you don't get a load of caricatures of your characters in.
And also that how do they not cross paths and
Yeah.
when they know each other later? And
Well, they're all
sounds
they're all the
complicated.
same. The first episode is when he gets his job in Miami Metro.
Oh, okay.
So he meets Masuka, he meets LaGuerta,
Oh, right,
he
okay.
meets the captain, he meets Batista.
It's later than I.
It
in his
is
life
late.
than I assumed.
I think it's going to flash around in his youth a little bit,
Okay.
but the guy who's playing Dexter, it is crazy how much he looks like Dexter, like Michael C. Hall.
Yeah.
The guy who's playing Masuka is unbelievably good. He's got that laugh down to a T. I really enjoyed it for a first episode. Christian Slater's playing Harry.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was great. I had a really good time. It's not reviewing well.
Right.
I read a review from the Radio Times. They called it an
That still exists.
uninspiring sequel.
Right.
And I'm like, if you don't know the difference between a sequel and a prequel, I'm not taking your review seriously. It is not a sequel. It is a prequel. It's set before any of the events of Dexter.
Yeah.
And what I was saying, I think they should, all the scenes in Dexter. Do you watch Dexter?
Yeah.
The scenes in Dexter where Michael C. Hill's playing a younger guy with his long hair.
Yeah.
They should just refilm all of those scenes and edit them into Dexter.
He's got some shocking wigs in.
He has got
in
some
those
shocking
flashbacks.
wigs. So they should use these guys to remake those scenes and put them in Dexter, make Dexter even better. It's only the first episode. It could go either way, but I really enjoyed that first episode. It's on Paramount Plus in the UK.
Okay, got you.
And then next year we've got Resurrection, which is the sequel to the sequel from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So if you want to do the Dexter story, Dexter, Original Sin is the sequel. New Blood, no, the prequel. I don't know now. New Blood was the sequel, and then
Which was
Resurrection
one series.
was one series, and then Resurrection is the sequel to New Blood.
Right. Okay.
So there's 4 TV shows now.
Ugh, complicated.
Complicated. But yeah, it's good. I'll stick with it.
Okay.
That's it. I think that's all I've been watching.
Fine.
So shall we do now Caught in the Net?
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we'll do your lists that you found.
Yes.
Cool.
Let's.
What did we catch in the net this week?
So it was your choice this
It was,
week. So
indeed.
Caught in the Net is where we choose a Netflix game, because there's loads of Netflix games now.
There is.
And we
People don't know there is. but
pick
there
one,
is.
play it for a week, and come back and talk about it. You
Yes.
chose Crispy Street.
I did indeed. It's
Oh, you've done me dirty.
I apologise. It's a Where's Wally type game.
Yeah.
So you get a chaotic scene and a load of... There's not one particular character you're looking for. It gives you 10 or 20 of each. And one at a time you have to find...
You've not got very far in this game.
Have I not? I haven't got very far in it, to be honest. Because it's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Is there more than
Oh,
that? As
I'm
you
on
go
a
through?
level where you've got to find 150 something things.
Fuck! Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And this game is playing absolute havoc with my OCD.
Yeah, so you've got this like crazy image of characters and...
Like a Where's Wally book.
Like a Where's Wally book.
Loads of stuff
And then
going
it'll
on.
give you a little image that you have to then find in the big image.
Yeah, and drop it on the
Drop it in the right
matching
place in the
character.
game. I thought it was really good, but it's really hard.
It's an absolute time waster.
It is.
Like, it will... Oh.
How much have you played it?
I can tell you, I've done about 5 levels, I think.
I think I've completed 2.
And
And that's took me hours.
I feel like I did hire my youngest child to do some of it for
Okay,
me.
cool.
So I did outsource this for a little bit. But I think there's probably about 10, 12 levels, something like that.
Then but then there's like
I've
Zen
done-
mode and daily
Yeah, where you can
challenges
just
and
find
stuff
stuff.
as well.
Well, I'm on level 7,
Okay.
where
Wow.
there is 153 things to find.
Fuck. It's hard enough finding 20 or 30 in the first level.
Yeah. And
How much time? You've sunk a lot of time into this.
no, not well.
You can buy power-ups and stuff, so
Yeah.
you can buy like a little thermometer that tells you if you're hot and cold in the
Yeah.
image, and you can,
Sometimes
you
you
can
get
even buy an
lucky.
arrow that points straight at it.
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky though, and you just
It's
go
just
on a run.
there. Yeah. But sometimes it's like really. Sometimes it's like a tiny little part of the image.
Yeah,
It's not
it'll
a
be like a
person,
little
It'll be like a
beef cheeseburger or
Yeah.
something on the
It's like
path
you've
in
got
them.
no chance.
Yeah. It's a game that works really well on the phone because you can scroll in, zoom in, zoom out, try to find all this stuff.
But a lot of the characters, I really like the art style because a lot of the characters are quite fun, aren't
Yeah.
they? There's like
A
people
little
with flower heads, and
yeah, little
little Grim Reapers and stuff.
cats and
It's all based on a webcomic, I think.
okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, but it's a real time burner.
It's
I can't believe you've
Just-
got to level 7. I've barely done level 2.
but I did quite a bit whilst I was like sat waiting to pick my children up from dancing and stuff like that.
yeah,
I just
fair.
how do I rate it though? Because it is really good at what it is.
Yeah, it's a time. It is there for time wasting.
It's almost like going back in what's a mobile game. This is what a mobile
Yeah.
game is, not not to
Not like
put
the-
it down because I really like Spiritfarer, but that was a full-on game.
That was too much for a mobile.
So I'm not really sure
Should I read through the list?
where we're going to rate it. Yeah.
So currently we've got 20 games in the Netflix games list. Do you remember when there wasn't even 20 games on Netflix
I
games?
know.
I think when we started this, there wasn't 20
What?
games on there. So currently 20th is Farming Simulator, 19 Death's Door, 18 Kentucky Route Zero, 17 Into the Dead 2, 16 Love is Blind Netflix Stories, 15 Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed, 14 Poinpy, 13 Shatter Remastered, 12 Asphalt Extreme, 11 The Curse of the Golden Idol, 10 Game Dev Tycoon, 9 Stranger Things Puzzle Tale, 8 Minesweeper, 7 Spiritfarer, 6 Before Your Eyes, 5 Slayaway Camp 2, 4 Pinball Master, 3 Valiant Hearts, 2 Katana Zero, and currently the top of our stream table is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Where does this one go?
I'll say a number, and then obviously you've got the casting vote because
Okay,
you
cool.
chose the game. 7th.
Above Spiritfarer.
Yeah. Which I really like, but I think this is just more...
It's more of a mobile game.
This is what a mobile game is.
I agree. Because it's not as good as Before Your Eyes or Slayaway Camp 2. They're both good games.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy to put it there if you are.
That was easy.
And it was easy. Crispy Street is our 7th best game out of 21.
Nice.
Your turn to pick.
Yeah. And obviously we'll have 2 weeks to play this
We will.
because of the
'Cause
aforementioned
we're not having-
Christmas break. And we're going to go straight in with a game that has just been released this week.
Yep, no brainer.
Because I'm sure when we come back from Christmas, we will be talking Squid Game.
We will be talking Squid
as
Game.
that arrives Netflix Boxing Day. So this week, the accompanying mobile game has arrived.
It has.
Which is, I don't actually know what it's called.
Squid Game
Unleashed.
Yep.
Which is a Fall Guys-esque sort of.
It's a massive multiplayer online.
Yeah.
Complete through the games of Squid Game and try and be the one remaining survivor.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I've already played it a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
And
I'm going to get more into it, and we'll see how we do.
I'm intrigued to see where
it's got a good party option.
It has, so we could play with each other. Maybe.
Yes, we could. For maybe future watch-alongs. Well,
yeah, maybe
jump on
play-alongs.
Yeah,
let's play session.
But yeah, I need to spend some time with it. We'll get into it.
Yeah,
a couple of weeks.
I'd encourage everybody to give this one a go because this feels like Netflix's first big game release
on a Netflix property. There's not one of the story games
or games that were already released, like the Stranger Things ones. Where this is one they've full on developed for Netflix games.
Yeah.
So if you're going to ever play Netflix games, I'd encourage you to give this
strategically released a week before season 2 of Squid Game. Yeah. So
yeah, give it a go.
You're rewatching Squid Game before Squid Game 2?
I don't. My plan was to do it. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it.
We watched the last episode.
Our Patreon Alex has just done it, and he said there was a lot in there that he'd forgotten.
Okay.
So maybe I might watch the finale if I don't watch the whole thing.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't think I'm going to have time now. I think I've run out of time.
Some of them are long, aren't they?
Some of them are long.
If I remember rightly.
Yeah. Okay. Like you say, I don't know if I feel the need to.
I don't think I've
got the basic premise of I know what Squid Game is in my head. So I know what the second season is going to give me. Yeah. I think. But I am really looking forward to it, though.
You better have a good reason to go back in there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think Squid Game was like a colossus and probably deserved it. It was a good show. You can't deny it's a good show.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued to see how, and I'm really intrigued to see how well it does, because in theory, it should become the biggest show of all time, and it's not going to be. And it's going to be really interesting to see where it gets on that list.
Yeah.
And I want to see how much Netflix get behind it, because I'm not seeing any advertising yet. And we're only a week away, or just under a week away.
It's the main thing on my...
Yeah, I'm seeing it on
profile.
Netflix, but I'm not seeing... I expected to see it
on a bus or on a...
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting to see it everywhere, and I'm not.
A billboard. Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Cool, right, should we do some lists?
Sure. We are coming up to the end of the year. As we say, this is the final episode of Bottom of the Stream with Adam and Nick this year.
It is indeed.
So, with that in mind, I thought it would be interesting to run through a couple of year-end lists.
Okay.
And see what we thought to some of those. I have got 3 lists.
Okay.
Which we can look at if you want to. They are... respectively, best TV shows of the year, best British TV shows of the year, and the best movies of the year.
Right.
And these are from denofgeek.com. We'll give them the credit.
Give them the credit. I had a conversation with someone this week who decided that it hasn't been a good year for TV. So I'd be interested in the TV list.
So
because
they have listed their top 25 for all of these.
Okay.
So I don't think we need to start at 25.
No,
but,
just do top 10s.
Do you want the top 10 TV shows?
Yeah, let's start with TV shows because I feel
we'll see what we think.
I feel like it's been a quiet year for TV shows,
and maybe we can just pull out a couple of random ones.
Okay.
As well after that. So they have in 10th place Agatha All Along.
Okay, I never got to
which is
that.
the WandaVision
sequel
show on Disney Plus. I haven't either, and I think I would like to. I really liked WandaVision. I think that might be my favourite Marvel TV show.
Yeah, same. And it's got Joe Locke from Heartstopper in.
It has, and I hear good things. I hear good things. They have in 9th place Fallout.
I did watch Fallout.
I think I would have it higher.
I think I would have
without knowing what's above. I think it was one of my favourite shows this year.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I loved it.
Yeah, I'd agree. That is a good shout. I'd forgotten about Fallout.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. In 8th, they have House of the Dragon, which kind of, I'm just like, I don't want any more from Game of Thrones.
I don't care.
Yeah. And that's me being, or I'm automatically just turned off. I'm not interested. Even if it is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
My perception was personally that season 2 didn't sort of hit the highs of
I don't
season
think it
one.
did. I didn't know much about it. Have you seen the darts documentary that's come out?
No.
It's called Game of Thrones.
No, brilliant. Perfect.
I think it's on the iPlayer over here. I've not watched it, but I saw
yeah.
it. I was like, that's a great name for a documentary about darts.
Fantastic. Seventh best show of the year, Evil, which is available on Paramount Plus.
I don't know what it is.
No, I've not heard of it. It was the fourth and final season
Oh, okay.
of Evil. A Monster of the Week supernatural TV drama.
Okay. I've never heard of it. I'm just Googling.
A modern day X-Files, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the X-Files.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it looks like it might be on Channel 4 over here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
You want to check that out. In sixth place, X-Men 97.
Oh, I didn't know that existed either.
Yeah, that's the...
Did I know it existed?
Yeah, you must have done it. Well, I saw this all over the shop. I'm sure we talked about it in the Discord. It's
Okay.
the sequel to the animated
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
cartoon.
I've not seen it, but I do know about it.
In fifth place, Industry.
Don't know what that is.
It's on Max in the States and iPlayer in the UK. It's HBO and BBC Two finance drama.
Oh, sounds riveting.
Um,
Industry.
yeah, Kit Harington's in it.
Oh, okay.
Fourth place, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which is available on Prime Video, which is Donald Glover and Francesca Sloane.
When that was on, I did hear good things.
I watched 1 or 2 episodes
Okay.
and never went back. I liked it a lot more than my wife, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Hacks, third place.
Not familiar.
I've heard of it, never seen it. I'm not sure it's available over here.
Okay.
Interview with a Vampire, they've got a second place.
Oh, okay.
Which is, again, available on BBC iPlayer over here. And
The best show of 2024? Can I guess? I don't think I can.
I've seen it. I loved it. I don't think you got to it.
Is it Netflix?
No, it's Hulu/Disney Plus.
I don't know.
Shogun.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't get to it.
Okay.
I've not seen many of them. I'm not going to lie. Fallout, maybe.
But I don't feel like I've...
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
And the top 25 is From on the list.
I will pick out a few random ones. So 13th, The Three Body Problem. You watched that, didn't you?
I did watch that.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah,
I
it was
never got
okay.
to it. 13th best show of the year, according to
Okay.
this list. 14th is Invincible. I watched that.
Yeah, I did watch that.
That was great.
Yeah.
Silo, 15th.
15th. Okay. Silo's just been renewed by Apple for a further 2 seasons. Two more and done.
Okay.
So season 3 and season 4. Season 4 will be the finale.
The Bear, 21st. Nobody Wants This, 24th. That's a Netflix show about the rabbi and the podcaster. And rounding out the top 25 is the final season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. So no.
So no, From is not on the list.
From is not in there.
Surprising, because it's the best show on TV at the minute.
Okay, shall we get British?
Let's go British. Why not? TV shows again.
Yeah, British TV shows.
I've got one in my head,
Okay.
and I'm intrigued to see if it's on there.
Well, I will start with the show in 10th place, which I've not heard of. It's on available on Channel 4.
Okay.
We Are Lady Parts.
Oh, that's a comedy.
Yes. About a Muslim punk rock group.
Yes.
I never knew it existed.
I have heard of it.
I feel like that would be up my alley.
I think it would. I've heard of it. I've not seen it.
On number 9 is Rivals, which is a new,
Yep,
recently on Disney Plus, isn't it?
Danny Dyer, David Tennant, that sort of crowd. I think it's based on a Jilly Cooper novel.
Yes. 8th place is Alma's Not Normal.
I've never heard of that.
It's on the BBC, and it is a semi-autobiographical sitcom from Sophie Willian,
Okay.
who was in Taskmaster season
she
before
was.
last.
I have heard of it. I haven't seen it.
7th place is a Netflix show Supercell.
Okay. Yep. I remember when that came out. I've not seen
6th
it.
place is the Netflix show Chaos.
Oh, yeah. With Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, which is cancelled. 5th place is Netflix is on a run. Baby Reindeer.
Oh, 5th.
Mm.
Okay. I'm surprised that wasn't in the other chart.
4th place, Slow Horses.
Yeah, I've heard that's good.
That's Apple TV.
Yeah.
Spy thriller. Is it Gary Oldman?
Yes. I'm going to get to that at some point.
3rd place, I'm just going to say this might be because of the nature of this website, is
Okay.
Doctor Who.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, fair. To be fair, that season of Doctor Who was decent.
I never went to it after the Christmas special, which I really liked, and just never watched the season.
You got another Christmas special next week.
Yeah, maybe. Second place, Wolf Hall, The Mirror and the Light.
Okay.
And first place, the best show, British show of the year, Inside Number 9.
Fair. 100%.
Final
agreed.
series.
There's a documentary about Inside Number 9 over, I think it's this weekend.
Oh, cool.
It's supposed to be coming out. And then they're going on tour. They do the West End stage show next year, which I'm going to, which I'm really excited for.
Okay.
I think we're going in March.
Uh,
Question.
Cool. Yep.
The Dick Turpin one with Noel Fielding, is that in there?
I don't believe it is. The female Dick Turpin one from Disney Plus is on there.
Okay.
Renegade Nell.
Yeah.
That's 24th.
I really enjoyed that one with Noel. I'm surprised that's not on there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Baby Reindeer's so low. That felt like a juggernaut when that came out.
I also news.
Go on.
I know we're jumping about a bit here, but the show in 22nd place,
Yeah.
which I actually think I would put this straight in at number 1,
Right.
but it's just been literally a whole year since it was on, is The Traitors Series 2.
Okay.
And it has been announced this week that Series 3 of The Traitors arrives on New Year's Day.
Yeah, exciting. Yeah, Traitors Season 2 is the best reality TV show of all time.
Gladiators was the 25th best show of the year, just to give you...
Gladiators?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's got a Christmas special as well, hasn't
That's it.
Yeah.
That feels right.
Celebrity
That
special.
feels right for
Celebrity
a Christmas
special.
Okay.
I know Rob Beckett's in it. And Joel Dommett, I think.
Right, okay.
And maybe Louise Minchin.
Who's that?
Tim Minchin's sister. She's a newsreader.
Oh, okay. I've heard the name. I didn't know she was Tim Minchin's
Yeah, it's Tim Minchin's sister.
Oh.
And there's another lady. But I can't remember who it is. I'm surprised that Dick Turpin one isn't in there. That was at the top of Apple's charts for a long time.
Yeah,
it was a good show.
Yeah. My mum and dad told me I should watch that.
Yeah, you should have. It was good.
I don't have Apple TV. I never have had.
Sometimes I just sign up for Apple TV because they've got good shows.
Yeah.
And you can just sign up and out
Yeah.
every so often. So Severance is back at some point soon.
It is,
a
yeah.
fantastic show.
Okay, should we have a quick look at the best movies of the year according to Den of Geek?
Yeah, why not?
10th place, Love Lies Bleeding.
Never heard of it.
It's Kristen Stewart
Okay.
and Ed Harris. I've heard of it. I'm
Not familiar.
The Wild Robot in 9th place.
I'm going to watch this at some point because I keep hearing really good things about this film.
Me too. And you can tell this is like everywhere because not that I spend loads of time in bookshops, but I've been in a few bookshops recently, and this is like now a motion picture. Yeah, you know what.
When it comes to streaming, I will watch that. I don't think it's in streaming yet, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Is it Disney?
Yeah, it's Disney have a hand in it. Yes.
Right.
In 8th place, Perfect Days, which I'm not familiar with. It is Wim Wenders' first Japanese language movie about a middle-aged cleaner in Tokyo's futuristic public toilets.
Right,
It
okay.
just sounds like a weird Japanese
It does.
movie. 7th place, Nickel Boys.
Is that about the Nickelbackers youngsters?
No.
I've heard of that. I don't know what it is.
It's about two young black adolescents in 1960s America.
Okay.
6th place, Anora. Which again I've heard of recently. I don't think that's quite arrived over here yet.
Right, okay.
Because I saw Pamela Anderson talking to one of the stars of Anora.
Right.
Yeah, it was all over social media.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, she's back now.
She's back.
Yeah,
She's got Golden Globe nominations and all sorts.
she's back without makeup. She looks great.
Good. She's got to be getting on a bit.
5th place, Sing Sing.
Okay.
Coleman Domingo's latest movie.
About singing or about prisons?
A true story that takes place almost entirely within the walls of the maximum security prison.
Okay.
He's just like...
It'd be a musical. A musical in Sing Sing would be a great idea for a film.
They should do... so if they do a sequel, they should do it, like, mash it up with the animated movie. So it'd be Sing Sing Sing.
Sing Sing in Sing.
Yeah.
Sing Sings in Sing Sing.
Yeah. 4th place, I really want to watch this. Nosferatu.
Oh, I can't wait for this. I'm really looking forward to this. I've not seen it yet.
Willem Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult, Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Bill Skarsgård.
Nicholas Hoult playing the same character that he played in the Nicolas Cage one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Third place, The Substance.
Wonderful film. Fully deserved. Great film.
Second place, Challengers. It's the
Okay.
tennis love movie. That wasn't a joke. Sorry, I apologise.
Tennis love.
And first place, the movie everyone likes apart from you, Dune Part 2. Best movie of the year. according to
My
Netflix.
2 best movies of the year are not on that list.
Go on.
Iron Claw
It's not on this list.
and Heretic.
That may be on this list. I am partway down. 11th, Hitman. 16th, Wicked.
I need to get to Wicked as well.
Furiosa in 20th.
That was the Mad Max one.
It was. And Heretic 24th.
No way.
Deadpool and Wolverine only 25th.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Iron Claw came out towards the end of last year, but I saw it this year, so
To be fair, if it's coming from an American site, that may not have been this year. In the
I
States.
don't think it was. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
But great film. They're my 2 films of the year. They're the only 2 I've given 5 stars to this year.
Okay.
Apart from that documentary about Christopher Reeve.
Sure.
Which doesn't count because it's a documentary.
Fine.
Bottom of the Stream rules doesn't count.
Talking of Christopher Reeve, new Superman trailers arrived today.
It has. I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it.
We'll watch it after this.
We'll watch it after this. One last thing I did want to mention quickly. I've just finished reading Michael Palin's new book.
Okay.
It's fucking brilliant.
Awesome.
Everybody should read it. It's really good. It's called Great Uncle Harry. It's a biography of his great uncle Harry, who he's researched about this guy's entire life. He's not famous. He wasn't famous. He was he was the last born of 7, born to a vicar's son. He was a vicar's son.
Yeah.
He went and worked in India for a bit. He went to work in New Zealand, and then he ended up in the New Zealand Army in the First World War, where he was killed on the Somme. It's unbelievable. It's a really good biography because you don't read biographies about normal people very often. And Michael Palin's done all this research for years and years and years and years about his great uncle, and it's brilliant.
Excellent.
Everybody should check it out. It's really good.
Cool.
Great Uncle Harry by Michael Palin. And the audio, but I listened to the audiobook read by Michael Palin, and it's wonderful.
Perfect.
Do that.
Good.
Cool. Right. That's it. Christmas is done. Christmas episode is done.
Yeah,
Christmas
all
is
done.
not done. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching.
Just
Oh,
one
okay.
final thing.
Go on.
Quick game, bonus game.
Remember, I've got to edit all this.
Yeah, sorry. Quick bonus game,
Go
because
on.
it is before Christmas as we're recording.
Yeah.
Have you... Right, so I had to pop to a supermarket earlier
Yeah.
to do totally non-Christmas related stuff.
Okay.
But obviously,
No such thing.
Christmas everywhere.
Yeah.
And they've started to just stack piles and piles and piles of veg. Because
Right.
people are starting to,
For the
get
Christmas dinner.
all their stuff. How much is a bag of carrots, Brussels sprouts, or parsnips?
Separate bags?
Yeah, so each bag. But so a bag, I don't know, probably...
Kilo?
Yeah, say...
All the same price?
Yeah.
£3.
No.
Less?
Yeah.
£1. 30p. What? Go on.
8p.
8p?
Yeah, I'll tell you which supermarket after.
What?
Yeah.
I know which supermarket. You live in that supermarket. 8p?
Yeah.
Get down to that supermarket. It's green. Wow.
Yeah.
How much did you buy?
Well, no, I don't need them.
You do need them.
Well, not now.
Freeze them for 8p. Bargain. Right, let's get out of here. Thank you for all of your views, listens, everything this year. It's been a great year. We're not going anywhere. We're going to have a week off and then we'll be back next year. But thanks for everything. Do your thing. Like, subscribe, tell your nan, all the stuff. Come back on Thursday for the movie show as a podcast on all your best podcast apps. And until then, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.